on, everybody? It's your boy, Rid600, and this is my first ever YouTube video. Okay. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Born and raised in Ohio. Actually, born and raised in a city in Ohio called Toledo, Ohio. It's about 45 minutes outside of Detroit, Michigan. 2 hours from Columbus, 4 hours from Cincinnati. I personally always call Toledo the mini Detroit. Someone said it once and it stuck with me. Born and raised there. I was there from birth up until the age of 23. I actually joined the military. Got stationed out here in beautiful San Diego, California. I actually lucked out because it was always a dream of mine to live out here in California. That whole make-a-wish list of where you want to go, get stationed at, I think it's all baloney. I don't think it's a real thing because I didn't have a list. At least back in 2018, I didn't get a list. It was pretty much they cut your orders, they put you where they want, and I lucked out. But I've been out here in San Diego since 2018. I've been riding motorcycles since 2016. My first ever bike was a 2007 Yamaha R6S. Had that for about 2 years, and then when I joined the service, I got rid of it. When I first got stationed out here, I really wanted a motorcycle, but this wasn't in the cards for me at the time. But after about 2 years being out here, I went on deployment in 2019, actually 2020. When I got back from deployment, it was time for me to finally get a motorcycle out here. And I did. I went out and I got myself a 2014 Yamaha R6, and it was my dream bike. I really like that generation of R6s. It was a goal of mine to always get one, and I finally got one. I believe I got the bike in like March. I wasn't aware of how San Diego really worked. It's like the biggest city in America for motorcycle theft. This boy got hummus on his face.
What the hell is even that?
There's some pretty interesting people down here in downtown San Diego. I'm actually on my way to Ace Hardware so I can get a bolt for this subcage of mine. A bolt came out when I went to go get a oil change. My boy Vinny hooked me up with an oil change. He noticed that it was gone. He recommended Ace Hardware to go get it, so I'm on my way there. But anyways, I would park the R6 in front of my car, not chained up or anything, and I had it in a parking garage. And one day I went to a car show out here, had some fun. We were kicking it, watching, looking at cars. Well, I woke up to go to work the next day at like 6:30, 6:45 in the morning, and I walked out, and the motorcycle cover I had on it was in 2 parking spots away, and the bike was gone. It blew my mind that somebody actually came out of their way to pick my shit up and steal it. Like, I don't know. Another part that's really iffy or fishy is the parking garage had 4 cameras, not directly pointed at the motorcycle, but on the way in, on the way out. Anywhere you went in, anywhere you went out, there was a camera. But the apartment complex would not show me the video footage. They said they had to get released to a detective on the case or whatever, you know.
Maybe he got taken for a ride.
Which is kind of believable, but you know, whatever. So I got in touch with the detective, and the detective was never able to get a hold of him. So after about a week or 2, I finally decided to go to the front office myself, see if they would give me the video footage. And they swore up and down that even with those 3 cameras that there was no footage of anybody coming in and stealing my bike. I lucked out though. I ended up getting this 2019 ZX6R 636. Pretty clean. I've never been happier with the bike actually. We're here to get this bolt. Yeah. I've actually never even been to Ace Hardware before. So this should be interesting. Let's see if that works. What's up, puppy? How you doing? What's up?
You got everything you need today?
Yeah, just this little bolt here.
Okay. Did you get a price for that?
It was like $179, I think.
Total today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Tuck that away in here. Hit that up when I get home. Got an Earth Day token. $5 off your next purchase of $25. There we go. I didn't buy the bike like this either. I bought it stock-ish. It was used. Had an aftermarket exhaust on it that was very quiet. I didn't like it at all. Obviously the stock clip-ons. It did come with these green levers though. I don't know if you can see it or not. But yeah, it came with the stock levers, or not stock levers. It came with the stock clip-ons, aftermarket levers. I had these frame sliders on there, but I didn't like them, especially for doing wheelies. Harley boy, Sportster 48, bitches are clean. I had the frame sliders, but if I was gonna be practicing wheelies, it was a matter of time before I went down, and I needed something to keep the bike clean. So I went with the Impact Tech crash cage, the sub cage that you've seen that I'm missing the bolt out of, and then I got this easy pull clutch lever up here, which makes things a hell of a lot easier. I actually got in an accident on this bike, and it was my first time ever like going down on a bike. First time ever breaking a bone too. I don't even really know how to explain the feeling. I guess the best way that I described it when it happened was like, if you've ever gone to the gym and you worked out super hard and your body's sore, you can like barely like lift up your arm and stuff. Well, that's how it was, because I had broken my right forearm. I don't remember the name of the bone, but it snapped. At first I didn't think it was broken. I thought it was just super sore. Paramedics showed up and they tried to get me to move my arm, and I could not move my arm whatsoever. They had to cut my uniform off of me because I was on my way to work, which is super upsetting because it was a brand new uniform, and if you're in the military, you know that them uniforms ain't cheap, and nobody paid me back for that. I had to go out and get a whole nother brand new uniform before I went back to work like 2 months later. What basically happened was I was on my way to work, and I was on the highway, and if you're from San Diego, you know that the 15, I can't remember if it's like 15 north, or definitely not north. I don't know if it's 15 south or if it's 15 west, but I was on my way to work on the 15 south or west, either one, and there was a motorcycle accident that happened just prior to mine, and the cop was on the side of the road with the bike. There was nobody there but the cop and the bike was just destroyed. If you had ever been on the highway, you know that in the mornings all the military people are going to work, so it gets pretty backed up. Well, my dumbass disregarded that, and I looked over at the accident like so, and when I looked back forward, the car in front of me was completely stopped, like the one that you see in front of me now, and I managed to, I was this close too, which is crazy, but I managed to get the bike out of the way of the car, but my arm must have been extended or something. I don't even remember, dude, but my arm hit the side of the car like that, and it broke my arm instantly, and it threw me off the bike, and the bike went rolling, and I went rolling too. Luckily, that's a busy highway. Luckily, nobody hit me, but I had the thought in my mind, like, fuck, I'm on the ground. Somebody might roll over or drive by and hit me or something, so I didn't want to get hit by another car, so I rolled under the car that I had landed next to. I like tucked my arms in, I rolled on the ground, and I waited there for the paramedics to show up. Curiosity kills the cat. I'm lucky to be alive, honestly. Could have went way worse. I could have died. Holy shit, how many cruise ships are here? 3? Hey, come on in, going to San Diego, see what it's all about, I guess. I I recovered from that. I had surgery. I had that surgery on my arm. Got the bike back. Insurance covered it. Full coverage if you're getting a motorcycle. Like my boy T Hero said, if you're getting a bike over $3 grand, definitely put full coverage on it. I didn't do that with the first bike. Whatever. So they fixed my bike for me. It got 100% fixed. And I actually switched the aftermarket exhaust that I did have to this M4 exhaust. I don't know which one exactly, but took the baffle out of it, I think, or the silencer, or whatever you want to call it. And she be screaming
Like, ah!
But got the bike back, started doing wheelies or whatever, and I decided, I was like, you know what, I don't want to go fast anymore, because I used to go, you know, do the speed thing, like 160, hit 170 once on like the first R6 that I had. Like, dude, I went down going like 50 miles per hour and it hurt. It ain't feel good. So I can't even imagine what going down at like 160 would be like. I don't know if that's good logic, but I decided to convert over to trying to be a stunter, I guess. I don't want to say it's more safe. I'm probably more prone to breaking a bone. I went out, I got the dirt bars. These are the Pro Taper Contour CR High Bend. Shout out to the boy Spivey for that recommendation. They're really, really comfortable. Went out, got the Impact Tech. Like I said, the Impact Tech cage, the Impact Tech sub cage, and their easy pull clutch lever. Like, practice as much as I possibly can. I mean, I try to do the family thing too, make sure everybody's happy at home. I try to come out every Wednesday for sure. Hit the streets with a little pack or something. I'm always at the front of the pack too. That's another thing. If you're new to the stunt scene and you're not really good at wheelies, you can't hold your wheelies and control it like the rest of these guys can. Either stay your ass in the back and just ride slow behind everybody, or you get up front and you do your wheelies at your own pace. That way, if you crash, everybody can see you and they can slow down, they can stop, they can help you, and all that. That way you don't put anybody else in danger. You keep yourself safe, keep everybody else safe. And so I'm usually in the front. I'm usually in the front of the pack doing these quick wheelies. If you were curious, that's what the front of the pack looks like on Wednesdays. Alright, well, with all that being said, I got a good amount of footage to go ahead and make a video for the day. Thank you so much if you joined in. Thank you so much for being part of this journey. On my first video, you're here, the first video. Can't wait to see you when I make my 100th video or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll do a giveaway or something. Gotta get there first. Gotta put this one out first. Since you're here already, you might as well go ahead, hit the subscribe button. It's probably gonna be like right here somewhere. And then go ahead and hit the bell right next to it. That way, when I post a video, you get a notification for it. You can come tune in, you can like it. Might as well go ahead and like this video. If you didn't like it, then dislike it. Give me some feedback. I love feedback. I love you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope to see you guys in the future. I have a bunch of content over on my Instagram, so if you want, go ahead and follow me on Instagram. It's the same name that's on YouTube, so it's super easy. It's probably the longest outro ever made, but whatever. Thank you. I love you. Subscribe, notification bell, like it, dislike it, whatever. I'll see you guys later on. Thank you so much.